our way back into the kitchen with our next guest, who is the executive chef and owner of Ocean at Maine in Laguna Beach. And he's here today to prepare a delicious rosemary braised chicken with spring vegetables that's seriously a showstopper. Wait till you see how he makes this. Please welcome back Chef Craig Strong. Welcome back, Chef.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
to have you.
Great to be here.
Joining
Thank you.
Cam at the counter, Maria and Allie are back for more.
Look at this.
Because this is so delicious. So this is a very impressive dish, but you say it's also very easy to make this.
It is easy.
Now, looking at, well, we don't have it out for you to exactly see how it's displayed, but once you see this display, you're going to think, is that really easy? So it just starts with browning some chicken and sauteing some garlic and onions?
Well, a little bit more than that, a little bit. But it's pretty easy, and I'm telling you, everybody absolutely loves it. It is super delicious. So let me show you how it's done.
Right? The
yeah.
chicken's very juicy. All right, so what do we do?
So we have our brown chicken over here.
Okay.
And then while it's sitting on the side, you put some onions and garlic in the pot with a little bit of oil and let it cook until they become tender. It takes like, I don't know, 7 to 10 minutes, something like that.
Now, how long did it take to brown the chickens?
Oh, 3 or 4 minutes on each side. Salt and pepper, brown it, put it on the side. Same pot that you browned it, you put in your onions and garlic, and you start sweating it and getting it nice and tender and sweet.
And the garlic is really the showstopper in here.
I think it's a key part of the dish. But it cooks so long that for people who are afraid of garlic, it becomes really sweet and very soft. In fact, it almost melts.
Ooh.
And I love taking like grilled bread, spreading it on, eating that with the chicken. It's super delicious.
Delicious.
So let's take some of the chicken.
Put it back in.
We throw this back in like this.
That smell is so good.
Nice and easy.
All right.
And then it's really just layering the flavors in here. You've got the chicken. We're going to
Garlic,
put
the onions.
Yep, a little bit of rosemary, actually a pretty decent amount of rosemary, some bay leaf.
Okay.
That goes in there. Then we're going to put in some sherry vinegar.
Okay, what does the sherry vinegar do?
Gives it a little kiss of acid.
What does the sherry vinegar do? It does this.
And then some white wine.
Oh, okay. Quite a bit of white wine.
Yeah, it does. It takes a pretty good amount. So you put that in. Then I like to put in some potatoes or something like that.
Does it matter what kind of potatoes?
You know, these are little fingerling potatoes, or it could be whatever.
Okay.
Like a yellow potato, I think works really well.
Do you pre-cook them or they go in raw?
They're raw.
Okay.
Because this is going to cook for about an hour in the oven. So then we just throw some lemon slices on there.
It really is so pretty, just like that. I feel like you could serve this on a table for a group of people just because it looks so beautiful.
Well, wait till we bake it in the oven and then unveil it.
It gets even better. Okay, so how long do we leave this on the oven very long? I mean, on the stovetop, we put it in the oven.
Just like that. Then we're going to take it over here and we're going to put on this bread crust.
Here's where it gets really fancy. Okay, so tell me about the bread crust and the idea behind this.
So the idea of this is really, it's super simple. It's really just flour and a little bit of warm water and mix it together till it makes a dough. Then you put this on. And then you put a lid on top of it.
There you go.
If you didn't use the dough, would it still be as effective, or?
It works. It's still well. It's still well. If you don't want to do the dough, you don't really have to. You could just put a lid on and bake it in. But the dough adds this great seal to it.
And it also makes the sort of presentation, once you take it out, very impressive. And as a chef, you know, you want to...
It's all about the presentation, right?
But can you actually eat it, though?
It is. Just simple egg mixed up, brush it around, which helps it get the color that you want when it's baking in the oven.
Now, if you wanted to make the bread a delicious bread and not just water and flour, you could make it a yummy bread.
You could. You could
do that and just put it around because it's going to bake the same in the oven.
For sure.
So we put it in the oven for how long?
It bakes for about an hour in the oven.
Okay, at what temperature?
400 degrees.
400
So
degrees.
now we have this
Oh my gosh, look at that. And I'll put this one in. No reason for this to go to waste.
Yes.
There we go.
I love it.
It's heavy.
So then we have this great dish that has a wonderful presentation and it's sealed all the flavor inside, which is amazing.
Now how do you crack it open?
Just take a knife and break it open like this. Voila.
That is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that so
I'm not
cool?
sure I've
And
ever seen anything quite
Did
like
you
that.
hear it pop, by the
Yeah.
way? Because
Yeah.
it really does seal it.
It
Oh
has
my
sealed.
gosh.
Wow.
So what's
Chef.
awesome is it's made its own sauce inside the pot. It's got the juices all squeezed in. It's
my
sealed with the
gosh.
dough.
Incredible.
Super delicious.
Okay, so while you serve that on the plate,
I'm impressed.
we're
Yeah.
also going to put some of these beautiful spring vegetables.
So it could be anything that you want. Right now we're in springtime, so sugar snap peas, a little bit of cherry tomatoes.
Super yummy.
This
And look at that juice.
And as you're plating this, I want to point out to everybody, it's been a lifelong dream for you to open your own restaurant. And last October, you did just that. Congratulations. Tell
Thank
us about
you.
Ocean at Maine.
So I worked for luxury brand hotels for about 25 years, and I always wanted to open my own restaurant. So I was lucky enough to find this great historic building right in Laguna Beach. It's on Ocean Avenue, right 50 yards away from the main beach. It's a beautiful, quintessential Southern California restaurant.
It really is so
lot of
beautiful.
fun.
Did you see those
Congratulations.
pictures?
It's gorgeous
Thank you.
design, too.
And now you top it with some beautiful edible spring flowers.
Edible flowers, little herbs, fancy schmancy,
This is so California.
healthy,
It really
braised.
is. All right, dig
And
in.
absolutely delicious.